We put blood, sweat, and tears into this. So
look, I push that weight to get that dough, but I don't break cause I've been broke. If ain't no pain, then ain't no growth. To keep it 100, I came in to run it, and bet if I had to, I'd do it again. It ain't no race if I don't win. Yeah. In spite of the odds, I go get it like I'm a boss. If they step to me, we toss. Look how I done lost. And that's what keep me on my toes, ain't no.
What's going on, chitchatt 617? We back and we live in action, man. Hope everyone's doing well today. Hope everyone's tuning in for this episode 8, man. We got CUDDY in the building, you know, straight from Brownie Heat Projects. It's all, you know, this is something going way deep, you heard?
Yeah.
Yo, man, so two things first is, you know, tell us about yourself real quick.
My name's CUDDY. I'm from Bromley, Heath, Boston, Mass. Yeah, that's what it is.
What side you from, man?
I'm from the old side. I was born and raised on the old side. My father's born on the new side. My mother's born on the new side too. That whole family, father's side. But when I was born, I moved straight to the old side. 9 Plain Court.
Okay. So I know you got a clothing line called Rich in Blood out right now. That shit's going well for you. I see you. Tell me a little bit about it. Like, what inspired you to like actually, you know, come up with the name Rich in Blood?
I mean, as a kid, my mother and father, you know what I mean, they always hustled, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't really have a 9 to 5, you know, I mean, they went to middle school and high school, but, you know, they always hustled, you know, in the 80s, so, we was always into fashion, you know, like, my moms would, like, rent out Chuck E. Cheese in Dedham, like, by itself, just me and my friends. That's a true story. I got the pictures to prove it, like, rent limousines and just ride to New York, you know what I mean? Me and my boy Cyrus, you know what I mean? So I was always into fashion because my mother's a dancer, you feel me? So she was always into fashion, you know, and it just worked out like that.
So, but what inspired you that actually named it like Rich in Blood? Is that just coming from like the...
I mean, honestly, Rich in Blood came from like, I got a boy who can really like clear it up too, but Rich in Blood came from like one day I was going through something. When I was like really deep into the streets, I was really going through something, and I didn't let it kill me, you know. And I just told him one day, you know what I mean, you know, I'm really rich in blood, you know what I mean. But the thing is, rich in blood, it don't mean money, you know. Rich in blood means a pure heart. Like if you can't relate to the stuff I went through, like rich in blood means if you lost a loved one, and you keep them cemeteries with flowers and roses and like holidays and like birthdays and like everything, Halloween, the cemeteries looking like Halloween, like the pumpkins are there, Easter, you know what I mean, the eggs, you know, that's rich in blood. Like, you know, you lose a loved one, you know, somebody goes to the penitentiary, you know what I mean, kids who's going to college, you know what I mean, who's becoming something, who's breaking curses, you know what I mean. So rich in blood go both ways, you know.
I feel that. That's respect right there. What's your strategy on growing like your brand right now? Like, what do you have like going for yourself? Like, so far as like stores and all that stuff and things like that.
I mean, honestly, I'm trying to start in my community. You know what I mean? Like, if I can, you know, I'm gonna start going to like my high school. You know what I mean? I can't go to my middle school, my elementary, because I mean the Hennigan's still there. And the Kennedy, but you know, Miss Perry, she passed away a long time ago.
Rest in peace.
You know what I mean? And that hurt me because she was like the person on lean on me, Mr. Clark, you know what I mean? And I was young, you know what I mean? I remember one time I was in 4th and 5th grade and I got somebody who can clear that up too. I was selling fireworks, you know what I mean? I used to go to Haymarket, you know what I mean? Like a drug deal, you know what I mean? But it was fireworks, and I'm in the 4th and 5th grade. And I didn't get expelled. I went to the Barrett Center, you know what I'm saying? And they switched me to the Higginson, the Henry L. Higginson School near Walnut, and I had graduated elementary there, and then I moved on to middle school, you know what I mean? But yeah, I just want to go to the high schools, you know, talk to the kids, you know what I mean? And if I could change one kid's life about, you know, the streets, I did my job, you know what I mean? Because, you know, I got shot before, you know what I mean? So You know what I mean? Like, it's just a lot of stuff. I mean, you know, people go to prison, people forget.
You don't mind me asking how many times you got hit?
I got shot 10 times. Yeah, I got shot 10 times, you know what I mean? So, you know, I'm real grateful for, like, just being here, you know what I mean? Like, for real, because I know a lot of people got shot once, twice, 3 times and died, you know? So, like, just to get shot 10 times, not to glorify it, but just, it's real, like, that's what could happen when you're in the streets, you know?
Yeah, like, not everybody survived that. Simple.
Nah, not everybody, you know, survived that, you know? It's tough, man, you know? You know, I don't know who did it, you feel me? So it is what it is, you feel me?
Nah, that's crazy. So other than that, like, what's your vision for the future so you can, like, build your brand to the point that where you need to be? Because I see you be posting, like, you got Fab viewing you, you just had Bronny viewing you and shit. Like, what are you aiming for? What's your goal on that?
I mean,
So far, has, like, any of them actually contacted you on, you know, working with something?
I mean, not yet. I'm gonna be honestly tell you the truth, but I had hollered at my uncle from the Shark Tank. I mean, so I'm just waiting because I want to go on there. That's something I wanted to do when I was in prison. You know what I mean? I used to watch Big Brother and Shark Tank. You know what I mean? And I always told my boy from my block. You know what I mean? Yo, I'm gonna go on there one day. You know? I'm gonna go on there with Rich and Blood. You know what I mean? And I just want Rich and Blood. You know what I mean? Any kid who ever grew up in the projects, that, you know, we can make it. You know what I mean? Because, yo, I had it hard, man. I don't care what nobody say. Everybody got a story. Yeah, everybody got a story. But who's gonna tell their story? You know what I mean? Like, I grew up with my moms, just me and my mother, you know? My father got killed when I was 7, you know what I mean? Like, it was tough, yo, you know what I mean? So, when people always say, yo, a woman can't raise a kid, a boy, you feel me? That's not true. My mother did that, you know what I mean? Like, just me and her, you know what I mean? And like I said, it was a struggle, but we got through it, you know what I mean? And my mother always thought bigger of me, you know what I mean? Vice versa. I didn't watch my mother go to the Apollo 20 times and come in #1, but never made it and met her peak. So I feel like God kept me here for that too, because like I said, Rich and Blood, I'm gonna introduce my mother to the world. You know what I mean? My mother could really dance. Like, my mother is ill at 50-something years old, you know what I mean? So, you know, Rich and Blood, man, if I can go to every state and touch one kid and let them know, yo, listen, you get into the streets, this is what can happen. You're gonna lose friends, people gonna become rats, people gonna do their time like a man, you know what I mean? People gonna die, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather people just be rich in blood, just like go to college, have kids, and live successful. Because you don't really need the streets, yo. It's a dead end. 2 ways, dead end or jail.
He ain't bullshit, he ain't lying.
And yeah, Bronny, man, shout out to Bronny, man, for real, because I ain't mad at Bronny, you know what I mean? You can't help it if LeBron's his pops, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he's gifted, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people be aiming at him and like, nah, I never did that. Nah, never did that.
Not everybody got that standard where you can use.
Never did that.
Yeah, like that.
Shout out to the whole Massachusetts, because I never did that neither. I waited my turn, you feel me? Shout out to Millies, Smoke Bozier, and I don't even know them niggas. I know Smoke, I didn't mean to say nigga, but I know Smoke, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Millies, Jonah Lucas, you know what I mean? Smoke, you know what I'm saying? Because now they put on for the city of Boston, Massachusetts, you feel me? And like I said, when I went through what I went through, like far as like just going through whatever, losing friends, street stuff, you know what I mean? Like everything, you know what I mean? Relationships with my daughter, with my kids, you know what I mean? My mother, yo, them dudes kept me like motivated to be like, nah, I'm rich in blood, you know what I mean? So I appreciate all of them. Smoke Bozier, Millies, Jonah Lucas, you know what I'm saying? Like Caesar, you know what I mean? That's Millies' manager. I know him, you feel me? And like, it's all love, you know, because that's what Massachusetts is about. That's what Rich and Blood's about, you know what I mean? I come from a wild place, but at the end of the day, them are my brothers, you know what I mean? Those are my brothers, you know what I mean? And like, nah, those are my brothers. And when I make it, they gonna make it. And you know, man, we Rich in Blood with a pure heart, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And you know, I love everybody out there, you know, man. And I love everybody out there, the whole mash, you know what I mean? And Boston, you know, just a kid from Bromley, like LeBron say, you know?
I already know how that feeling is, trust me.
And it didn't even hit me yet, because my boy Gerard just passed away, you know what I mean? So none of this really hit me, you know what I mean? Because I wish I could bring all of them back and just start all over, you know what I mean? Because like I said with Gerard, the thing is, that's the first time I really lost a childhood friend. You know, I met him in the 1st grade. You know what I mean? All the other friends, you know, they're my brothers too, but, you know, I'm a little bit older than them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Gerard, it touched me different because it's like he didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, like I told my girl, and it ain't messed up to say it, but I'm happy he's gone because he was a king. You know, he was laying on a bed for 7 years. He couldn't move, he couldn't talk. He was a king. And I didn't want that for my brother, you know? And you know, man, that's forever. You know what I mean? He's my brother for the rest of my life. You know? Even his son got killed on my block. I don't know, but I was in prison, you feel me? So in memory of that, it's a Gerard block. Even though, you know, that ain't really nothing people say, but the thing is with Rich and Blood, I'm gonna fight where Gerard and his son have their own building with their names on it. As far as Chris Joyce,
Respect.
Papa Blair, my father as well. He been gone since '91. You know what I mean? So those are the things Rich and Blood's pushing for. You know what I mean? Mr. Lewis, I just went to his service. He worked for 60 years. He's in my community.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
60 years, never remarried. So those are the things Rich and Blood's pushing for as far as putting names on a building. My boy TP, he lost his life on Center Street. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit down respectfully and talk to Mayor Wu. Mayor Wu, you knock down the buildings, we need names on these buildings, you know? Because these are the people that I love. These are the people that, before all this, we was playing tag. You know what I mean? Alario. You know what I mean? Eating pizza, small pizza, going half, splitting it down. Throwing eggs at the MBTA bus. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Tomatoes. So, summer league. You know what I mean? So these are the things Rich and Blood's really like pushing for as far as positive. Like, because I really need them names, the people I lost and love on them buildings. You know? I mean, you know, I'm living positive, you know? And I appreciate the love all across the world, you know? Even though I don't know them people who looked on the story, you know what? I know them people now. Because they know about Rich and Blood, you know? And, you know, free my brother Nasty, free Laws, and, you know, the little bros, you know, it's too many names. For everybody, you know?
Right,
the old Boston, Mass, 038. I mean, RIP to my loved ones in Bromley, well as Boston. And that's what we doing, you know?
Yo, it's gonna be a Bromley story part 1, y'all. Y'all don't even understand what's coming.
Next summer.
About to be turned up. Yo, stay tuned for everything else that's gonna be coming to y'all. I just want everyone to know it's not even done yet, alright?
This is life.
Let's get it.
We put blood, sweat, and tears into this. So
Look,
far.
I push that weight to get that dough, but I don't break cause I've been broke. If ain't no pain, then ain't no growth. To keep it 100, I came in to run it and bet if I had to, I'd do it again. It ain't no race if I don't win. Yeah, in spite of the odds, I go get it like I'm a boss. If they step to me, we toss it. Look how I done lost. And that's what keep me on my toes. Ain't no regular Joe, ain't no hanging the gloves on what's ahead, still ain't enough. Pushing kilos like